What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Let's Talk Movies. I'm Brad.
And I'm Miguel.
And touch me, baby, drive me crazy, touch me all night long. This is our full commentary of A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, Freddy's Revenge, released November 1st, 1985, written by David Chaskin, directed by Jack Shoulder, which is... he also did Alone in the Dark, which was his directorial debut, which was another New Line Cinema horror flick. Had a tiny little budget of $3 million, made $30 million at the U.S. box office. This is one of the most discussed and debated horror pictures of all
Was this
time.
another Grand Slam?
It was another Grand Slam, and it's something that, like, it's one of those movies that it's managed to continue to stay relevant and like a pretty big topic of conversation because, I mean, it's really for a couple of reasons. Like, for starters, Freddy is insanely good in this movie. Like, for me, honestly, I think part 2 is peak Freddy. Like part 1 actually goes up a little bit to part 2, and then we slowly go down as the franchise goes. But like, he's sinister and he's weird. He gets under your skin. Like, he plays with you a little bit more in this movie than he does in the others. You know what I mean? Like, he's got more of a sinister vibe to him, and the makeup is so good. Like, I forget if it's the same makeup artist, or I believe it was different makeup artists for this one. But they kind of changed the way he looked because Robert Englund couldn't stand the makeup, and they just, I don't know if they wanted to put their own kind of mark on it or whatever, but like, the makeup looks better. I think they partially modeled him after a witch. Like, he's got like the facial structures and the nose and the ears of a witch, and it really works. The skin
it's the
looks,
season of the witch.
the skin looks really wet. Like, they did a really, really great job with the makeup in this movie. And even besides the makeup, like, again, it's often discussed because what they did was basically the writer of Elm Street 2 didn't like what Wes Craven. He didn't like Wes Craven's original movie that much. Like, he wasn't really that big of a fan.
Yeah,
And
fuck him.
he basically, like, he wrote his own rules. Like, they kind of rewrote all of the rules that Wes Craven had set up in the original. Like, a lot of it, really, if you step back and look at Nightmare 2, it's really a possession movie. Like, it's a movie about Freddy possessing Jesse, honestly. And the other thing is, like, the fact that this is such an oddly sexual movie with there being little to no sex scenes in it at all. Like, there's the very obvious homosexual undertones. Yeah, like, there's no, it's very sexual. Freddy is sexual, and it, like, that those undertones, like, just resonate through the whole thing. Like, but the thing is, though, it works, like, it as a movie, and it's part of what makes it so interesting, and it's part of the reason that people still talk about this movie is Freddy was great, but they also took they did some really drastic things with it too. But I mean, I really like it. It's definitely one of my favorite horror sequels. There's something about part 2s that are really good. Friday 2 is good. Halloween 2 is good. Elm Street 2 is good. I will say Texas Chainsaw 2 is not good. Jaws 2 is not good. Trying to think what else.
You're kind of disproving your point right now, my guy.
And that was good. I know. That's fair. But anyways.
You were proving your point and then disproving your point at the same time.
Yeah, you're not wrong. So if you've never done a commentary with us, we are paused whatever. We are paused at 0 minutes and 0 seconds. We're watching on HBO Max. You can choose to watch however you would like. However, your heart will be fancied. And I will count 3, 2, 1, play. And when I say play, that's when we start the movie. So if you're not ready, you can pause us. We'll still be here when you get back because we don't leave. We party all night, all day, every day.
Yeah, because we got nothing else better to do.
Actually, we do. We both have jobs. Anyways, so we are starting. We are starting Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge in 3, 2, 1, play. We have now started. We'll be at 10 seconds right now. The New Line Cinema logo is on the screen.
I'm sorry, champ. There's a 2-second delay.
Huh?
There's a 2-second delay.
Where are you at right now?
31, 32, 33.
I mean, mine is paused. I paused mine.
Okay.
Because I can edit all this, but...
Okay. Let's try it again, because I think it's because it just wasn't being used is why it kind of buffered.
Okay.
So, all right, let's try it again.
All right, here we go. I'm just going to say it. And 3, 2, 1, play. So we should be at 12 seconds. And we'll be at 20 seconds in 2, 1, 20. Part dos. It's a weird title font. It really is. Kind of like doesn't match. It is a cool opening. The opening dream of this movie is pretty sick. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, that font's kind of like Time Cop.
Yeah. That old school bus, though.
I know, right? 201.
Yeah.
That was my middle school bus.
Was it really?
No.
It's funny. Robert Englund is Freddy Krueger. They actually got some other guy to do it because they didn't want to have to. That's Robert Englund right there, by the way.
I was going to say, I saw like a clip of this real quick, and I was like, bro, is that Robert Englund?
Yeah. Well, it's funny. They originally, I think they got somebody else, and the guy sucked. Like, he was awful. And they were like, we got to get Robert Englund back. We have to. Miguel, what timestamp are you at, by the way? I'll be at 140 in 2, 1, 140.
Yeah, we're good.
Sweet. Look at those pants, bro.
Fucking hell. Something about 80s with like 5-inch shorts and tube socks. I mean, I guess it makes sense for Robert Englund to be in that. I'm guessing this is a dream scene.
Yes.
Is it really?
Yeah, we open in a dream sequence.
Oh, Fire Squad.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. Look at the long socks, man.
Bro, everybody would be going home if this was allowed now.
Yeah. You know, another thing that it does that's really different and new for the time was we have a final guy instead of a final girl, which is pretty dope. That's cool, man.
Is that the final guy?
That's Jesse. Mark Patton did a really good job in this movie. I like him. I think he did a great job.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I know, right? It's pretty dope. You know, originally, I think they wanted Wes Craven to come back, but he pitched them his idea, and I think it was too much. It was a lot.
Oh my God, that CGI lightning is insane.
I know, right? Right? It's awesome, man.
So, like, who are the girls? Or is that just...
I don't remember their names, if anything. I think they're just
Do they just pertain to the story?
I don't think they even really pertain to the story.
The fuck?
From what I remember, it's been a couple years since I watched this one. I'll be at 4 minutes right now. We still good?
Yep.
Sweet. We're doing another remote commentary. We're not together this time, so try to make sure we're all on the same. Trying to make sure we're together. This is a big journey. This is a big movie here.
Please don't hold my hand.
I want to hold your hand. I want to hold more than yours. I'm kidding. It's so cool, man. It's such a weird dream sequence thing. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like, this is definitely nightmare material. Nightmare. And I love this scene too. Like when, like the first time we're introduced to Freddy, it's so good. That is so dope. I know, right?
Jesus.
The CGI lightning. You're right. And the sound effect, it's like. I used this clip in the trailer for season 2 of Purely and Simply Evil.
This one, really?
Yeah, that scene right here where he stands up. And you can't tip the bus, you know? Like you gotta, like you can't run from him.
Damn. I mean, I don't think that's a predicament you'd imagine yourself being in.
Yeah. Dude, he is peak Freddy in this movie. Like he really is. He's the best. Honestly, I do like him better in this than I like him in part 1.
You like him in this one?
I like him in this better than I like him in part 1. I do.
That makes sense. He's supposed to be mysterious in the first one, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's a mysterious thing. This is just like we get to know him a little bit more, you know?
Yeah.
Also, wait for it.
Oh my god.
His screaming, that's the one thing. His scream in this movie, it's very like, ah! Dude, the dad is the most stereotypical 80s dad ever in this movie.
Jesus Christ. I don't even sweat that much.
He looks like he just got to have a freaking pool.
Yeah. Is this guy moving?
No, they just moved in.
Oh.
Guess where?
I swear to God, if it's fucking the ew.
Those eggs look disgusting, by the way.
Yeah,
they
but let's not
burned.
Let's not talk about the tidy whities though.
I know, right?
Wow, he's dressed a lot less dorky than in the fucking dream.
He's the kind of 80s dad that like you can't please him no matter what you do. Like you could literally win the lottery for him and he'd be like, well, I wish there was more.
Fu Manchus. That's so great. Do you see the cereal?
Yeah.
Buddy boy.
Trauma.
Uh-oh. Yeah, your burnt eggs.
She's pretty good looking. Like for being the new guy in town, like he did pretty good. You know? You know, it's
bro,
funny.
that really was a push start. Holy shit, ahead of its time.
Yeah. They were hoping that this movie would make, I believe it was 70% of what the original made. And Nightmare 2 made 150% of what the original made. Like this movie did really, really well.
Holy shit. Bro, that's really sketch to be doing archery next to a baseball game.
There's Grady. Man, Grady is such a good friend.
That's all they are. Well, my man got clocked right there.
Bro, that guy, Coach Snyder, he is a sleazeball of a human.
At least he asked if he's okay.
He is
Never
a
mind,
literal
he's a dick.
sleazeball of a human being. He's weird. Like he's I don't know. He's creepy. He's weird. Again, one of the weird
Bro,
things.
when I
Like
think of
why? Why? Like what? What is that fight?
But this is what I'm saying. If I'm playing baseball, I'm not wearing like thigh-high shorts.
I know, right? Assume the position. And he just made like what? Like what? That's weird.
Are they planking?
I swear, listen, being a teacher, seeing teachers in movies makes me want to throw up. Like honestly.
Bro, they're not supposed to be great teachers.
Because like
It's supposed
I
to
don't know,
fix a
but
stereotype.
like anytime teachers are shown in movies, like it's so not even kind of accurate.
Are these two friends?
They're gonna be, well, you know, the typical trope. If you're a guy and you get in a fight with another guy in middle or high school, odds are you're probably gonna be like really good friends after that.
Oh, okay.
Are you mounting her nightly? Red flags, man.
at least it has a decency to like show like or like at least say the name of the street.
I know, right?
Bro, what a contraption in his locker. The
I
fucking
know,
mirror.
right? Yeah. Cool shot.
Of the house, yeah.
This movie feels super 80s. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know exactly what you mean by that.
Like
Yeah.
it just I don't know, it feels very, very 80s.
I knew immediately from the thigh-high shorts playing baseball.
Yeah.
So that was like the only reference they got of the previous Final Girl?
Well, there's more later. More to come.
Okay. Cuz I was going to wonder like so her boyfriend actually died, so that means everyone else actually died.
Yeah.
Plus they said boyfriend. It was Johnny Depp. Put some respect on that name.
I know, right? I sent Miguel a meme earlier, and this is actually a really bad joke. And it was like it was the scene where Nancy's on the phone with Glenn, and she's like, "Whatever you do, don't fall asleep." But instead, she's like, "Whatever you do, don't marry Amber Heard."
You know what's cool? You can't tell if these were dreams.
What do you mean?
Is this a dream?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can't really tell on these.
Dude, this scene is so cool. It's honestly one of the best scenes in the entire movie.
Doesn't like red door signify like haunted or whatever, or
I'm
like
not sure.
bad?
Is
It's
that a
like
thing?
I think that is some signification or something like that. And also, my man's wearing scrubs.
It does look like he's wearing scrubs.
Yeah.
Dude, this right here is so cool. That's scary. That's so cool, man. It's a seductive. It's like a weird seductive relationship that he has with Jesse in this movie. Like the way he touches his face and
That's some shit I wouldn't hear. I wouldn't like hearing.
Now, listen, originally in that scene, I think Robert Englund said this. Originally in that scene, I think Freddy was supposed to, you want to talk about undertones. Freddy was supposed to take one of the blades on the glove and like go like in and out of Jesse's mouth with it. And I think Mark Patton and Robert Englund were like, we're not doing that. like that's not happening. That's too far. We're not doing that. And now we're going to talk about shit.
Yes. I remember this class. Holy shit, do I see some vans on that bitch?
Sure.
It looks like he's pleasuring himself under the table.
Yeah, it looks very I don't know, it was very weird.
Is this gonna be some movie where like he's the one that's doing the killing and not Freddy?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
What a dick.
Who put the snake on him?
I don't know. Bro, what do her parents freaking do? Look at that freaking house. Holy crap.
Probably a bee washer. And her father does architecture for rats. And their budget's probably like $3 million.
Right?
Yeah.
See, she's pretty good looking. He did well.
Her destiny's gonna be fucked, ain't it? Her dad looks like no, his dad looks like the character that was in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah, kind of. Here we go, buddy. Now, Mark Patton says he wishes that he could have erased the scene from his filmography. I think it's great. It's iconic, man. It's awesome. He did a
Oh, is this like
fantastic
the
job.
80s things where he's like dancing around the fucking room?
it's so 80s. Can we just talk about how special 80s horror was? Like, can we just take a second and acknowledge the fact that this stuff really happened?
This shit happens now.
Fair. It's so good, man.
I doubt it. Yes, this stuff does happen, except it's recorded on a phone and put on TikTok.
Yeah, right? All night long.
Bro, what the fuck are you?
Oh, boy. And even like the no chicks allowed thing on his door. You know what I mean? It's like little things like that that just like, they're just, and it's funny because like the cast and the crew, like everybody says that they, like the filmmakers, the New Line execs, the cast members, even the writer at the time, nobody like believed that they were making like a quote unquote gay movie, but like it happened that way. And I think the writer since has been like, yeah, there were obvious like homosexual like undertones in it, you know.
I was gonna say his character sounds very
And I
not to be judgmental. The boy kind of fruity.
well, and I mean, like, you know, it's not judgmental at all. Like, again, I think it's strong. It works well in this movie. But like, you know, David Chaskin, I think, said in Never Sleep Again that he partially, like, eventually kind of came to terms with the fact that like it's low key about people not being able to come to terms with their sexuality. You know what I mean? Which I think I mean, if you look at like the year, you know what I mean? I mean, for what 85. I mean, that was that. I mean, I could see that
Oh,
as being a thing. You know what I mean? Like
is
the
this
real thing
Nancy's
that
journal?
people. Yeah, I mean, people do with that now, but I mean, like back then, you know, before my time. Ugh.
Give her a label record now.
Who says somebody's body is smooth? I would never describe a woman's body as being smooth. It's weird. That's awkward.
How about I said, yeah, pick up the clues.
The only thing I don't like, I mean, I get it. Like, it's a way to bridge the second film with the first one, but like, we never saw Nancy doing any of that. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like Nancy, looking at the first one, like, she wouldn't have had time to, you know what I mean? She wouldn't have had time to write it all down in a journal.
I know, like it all happened in like span of like I don't know 2 or 3 days. I guess it goes to show that Nancy survived.
Oh, she did. I mean, she comes back. I mean, like, Nancy's not gone. Bro, he is wet. That's cool, too. That's another just weird, like, strange. there's a lot of like these creeping like it honestly even the music because it's pretty subtle. Like I think this movie does a pretty good job building tension too.
What are those, like wind chimes
I guess, yeah.
in the background music?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure what that is.
I like how we're always like we're getting more in depth with like the basement.
Yeah.
Like the basement seems like the center point of this.
Right. Well, and like he's he's I'm thinking of you and the fact that you're gonna be pissed off.
Oh my god! Oh my
Nancy,
god! Is that
I know
fucking
what
glove still
Nancy's
there?
mom let Marge Thompson left the gloves, which I mean apparently she died, but they're still in there.
White people.
White people.
People. Is this gonna be some bullshit movie where like he's gonna be like wearing the fucking gloves and killing people?
Try it on for size.
Yep.
That's cool. What was that? But see what I mean, though? It's like the rules are different in this movie. Like, it's not. You don't necessarily have to be. You don't have to be dreaming, and it's. I don't know. I would love to know what exactly the writer, didn't like about the first one. You know what I mean?
Sounds like everything. Who the fuck are you, Carrie? Can you imagine your dad being the DJ?
Yeah, that'd be dope. Actually, no, it wouldn't.
So what are they? Are they all like official now?
Yeah, I guess. Dude, the coach is just a straight dick for no reason. See, it's weird. Like, who does that, man? It's just odd. It's a really weird sequence. It's like one of the weirder ideas they had. You know what I mean?
I remember owning that couch.
Bro, he acted like he got hit with a brick. Like, chill out, dude.
I'm sure a lot of people returned their parakeets after this.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Also, I don't know. I have so many questions. Why would you deal with this way?
Right? Oh, fuck.
Yeah, weird.
Is this real? This can't be this has to be a dream.
Oh, this is real, yeah.
There ain't no way in hell that bird just completely combusted.
Yeah. By the way, if you're watching with us, we will be at 30 minutes in 3, 2, 1, 30. Hubba 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 hubba.
What? I was gonna say firecracker. I was like, what do you do? Stick the firecracker up his ass?
$14.28 Elm.
I'm glad that the steel bars are still in place.
I know, right? That fake lightning, man, is something else.
I don't think plates are electric or like conductive.
Yeah.
Yeah, this almost seems like I feel like this is very much like a demonic like possession movie than
It
like
is,
a
yeah.
dream thing. Because no one else is affected by Freddy right now.
Right.
Like it's just Freddy choosing to fuck with poor old Jesse.
Yeah. Again, this is another one of the strange, weird scenes we get in the film.
Oh my god, you remember those cigarette holders?
Yeah.
Is that Robert Englund? No, I'm kidding.
That's a joint right there. They're all Robert Englund. No I'm kidding. That's a joint right there.
Yeah, who walks into a fucking club with their shirt? Well, then again, never mind. I need your clothes now.
And it's funny, that is Rob Shea. That is the New Line Cinema guy that produced this.
Are you serious?
That is Rob Shea.
Bro, the boldness on him for wearing spiked forearm gloves and I guess backless chaps. Yeah.
Yeah. Also,
who drinks a beer out of a bourbon glass? A Budweiser at that. Oh, okay.
I know. First of all,
is that
it's
the gym
really
coach?
awkward. Second of all, he took him back to school in the middle of the night to go run laps for running into him at a bar. Who?
I'm sure he's
does
underage
that?
drinking.
Okay, but even if he's underage and drinking, call the cops or call his parents. You don't take him back to the school with you. Like, what kind of weird, kinky shit was this guy trying to do?
I really can't tell what's a dream or what's not anymore.
That's
what I like about this. Also, I'm sorry I missed this, but I love how you just pushed him into the stairs and said, go take a shower.
And what's he getting jump ropes and stuff out for? Like, what? Like, what is he doing?
Time up, dog.
Now, again, this is one of the other things, and you can read far into it, but again, one of the more homosexual like ideas or subtext moments is this scene with Coach Snyder. Because he's already a weird enough dude, and he was already getting ready to do some weird thing with him, but like, then you also have the scene where he is literally attacked by balls.
What the fuck?
This movie is filled with odd sequences. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the rules really don't play. I don't
Oh,
understand
not
the
at
rules
all.
here.
The rules are completely different.
Does he die by fucking tennis balls?
No.
I better say, because no one has died yet. I'm just saying, except for poor old cuckoo toucan Sam. That's our only kill count right now. Hope you realize that.
Yep. He's literally being attacked by balls. He's a dick. He deserved it, man. He's one of those people that you're almost rooting for to die in a horror movie. You know what I mean?
Oh, is he gonna get hanged?
You could say that.
Yeah, see, Freddy just seems like a supernatural like ghost
Yeah.
than someone that's in your dreams.
Right. Wait for it. Wait for it. There it is.
Oh my god. He's like, I know you like it.
Yeah, right. Now, this scene, when we see Freddy in a second, this is actually not Robert Englund. This is the other guy they hired at first. And look at, like, pay attention to the way he walks. It's awful.
Very still like.
Yeah, it's terrible. And slash.
Oof. That practical effects is pretty good though.
Yeah.
That's fucked. I don't like this. I'm not gonna lie.
Are you not a fan of the whole possession thing?
No.
Yeah, I think I prefer the dream thing, you know.
Does this belong to you? Bro, it's not a fucking dog.
Yeah. He did really talk to him like a dog. Also, this is funny. It's like now he's going to be all like tender.
What are you taking, son? Who are you getting it from? I'm taking Freddy's balls. Who which one was crying? The father or Jesse?
I think the dad.
I'm not gonna lie, and cancel if you want, but this has such like a coming out of the closet undertone.
Well, of course it does. Yeah.
It's
And
absolutely insane.
the parent, the dad that doesn't understand, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
very evident. Like, yeah, like he uh,
Is he wearing like boxers?
no, they're his like ugly 80s dad pants or shorts. But you're exactly right. Like it's definitely got that whole, and like you have to think Freddy is in your head. Like Freddy knows, you know what I mean? I mean, if that really is the case, and we're never really told that, um, you know, but like Freddy would know that because Freddy's in your head. He knows your deepest, darkest secrets. He knows your fears. That's how he can use them against you in your dream. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The fuck is kielbasa?
A sausage? My grandmother used to make it. It's good.
Is it sausage with rice?
I think you can eat it with rice, yeah.
Oh, God.
Bro, he is sweaty. His body hits that bed and he just gets drenched immediately.
Bro, my man's balls really do be hanging like a sack of potatoes. Fucking hell. See, it's a possession type thing that I kind of don't get.
Yeah. And why is he wearing jeans in the middle? Like, who puts on, like, even if you were gonna go like walk around your house at the night, like,
I know, like you're already sweating.
That?
Like, why put on something that's gonna make you sweat more?
This is a cool scene too. A weird, ethereal moment. Really well done. Because that's his sister.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah.
Bro, that's fucked. Can you imagine? I think she needs a no boys allowed sign on her door.
Yeah, that's a really great scene, man. I like that a lot.
Bro, it's that shit that pisses me off. It's like no, I don't give a fuck if it's a good deal. I don't give a shit if you got 80% off.
Yeah.
Ain't about to live there.
You know what's really odd?
He says that with a bandage on his fucking face.
I know, right? He's like, nothing's wrong with this house. Well, your toaster's on fire. Your son is losing his mind. Your birds literally just like burst into flame in the air after attacking you. Like,
huh? I wonder why. Huh? How suspicious. After I just said everything's fine.
It was weird. Those apricot preserves on the table, I have like the same jar and it's the same font and everything. That's strange.
Where the fuck are they going?
Bro,
is that the COD map?
Yes, it is.
The Call of Duty map? That's pretty dope.
A Freddy Krueger COD map. That'd be sick.
A place where you get smacked by a 12-year-old squeaker sweating.
The Springwood Slasher.
Place is fucking huge, dog.
Yeah. Do you get this is where the boiler room was?
Is it really?
Yeah.
Bro, what is it? Bro, I'm just saying. If I was a kid, I don't care who you are. If you invite me to this place, I'm saying no. And you brought me here?
I know,
is what
right?
I'd
It's
be saying. It's like, bro,
why would you bring me here when I'm already having all these like huge mental health issues? Bro,
this isn't
I'm not
fucking
Charles
Poltergeist.
Xavier. Like I don't know what you think.
Yeah,
I don't know what you think I'm gonna. What kind of connection do you think I'm gonna get? You know?
a jerk. Why do you feel like a jerk? What did you do besides
You know,
kill
almost
Dan Schneider?
it almost sort of reeks of the same like psychic connection like that Jamie had with Michael in like Halloween 4, 5, and 6, and like
Yeah.
the same kind of like when Rob Zombie did it with Laurie in H2, and like it's just I don't know.
Where is what year did H5 and 6 come out?
They were later. H5 was 80. Let me look it up. I'm not positive. They were later.
I said, I feel like every single old horror movies, they kind of came
Yeah.
out after one another, and there's like, how can I one up what you did?
H5 was 89. H4 was 88.
On rat.
That's what I'm saying. Like we went from 1981 to
So
1988
much
before we
fear.
had a Halloween movie. So like all of that was Freddy and Jason, man. Like that was all their territory in the majority of the 80s. Cool shot, man. Very cool shot of going up the stairs.
I thought it opened the other way.
That's fair. You're right. It did.
Yeah. Continuity. Oh my god, that's weird.
Yeah, it's very strange.
Oh my god.
And you haven't even seen the worst of it yet. Yeah. See, that scene doesn't work as well because it's not really dreams, though. Like, it's not really.
It's
You know
like
what I
a
mean?
possession thing. It's like
Yeah,
it's like trying to play off the thing of like sleepwalking, but they're not saying anything. But they haven't established anything with him being a sleepwalker.
I wonder if they consciously thought of it as sleepwalking when he wrote this. You know what I mean?
Bro, his shirt's wrinkled as fuck. I don't think so. It looks like my man, the father, just stayed where he was for 24 hours.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Lisa's a good person. She just like genuinely like wants to help him, I think, you know.
Mm-hmm. All for someone that just gives him a ride to the school.
That is the smallest school cafeteria I have ever seen.
Bro, that was back before, population boomed.
Yeah.
Hi, Ronnie. You could tell who gets spray tanned. What a great friend. I like how stressed he is. Like he looks rough.
Yeah.
Shut up, Grady.
Got to get some Benny Goodman in there, baby.
Benny Goodman.
Bro, her dad is really looking the part right now.
Oh my god, is that Jack Nicholson?
I know, right? I was just thinking the same thing. I was like,
it looked like Jack Nicholson.
It kind of looks like Jack Nicholson in Batman 89. Like, it really does.
Literally, I can imagine how the conversation went with the father and the mother. The father was like, "What do you mean I can't be a DJ anymore? What am I gonna do?" And they decided to compromise, be like, "You can be the cook."
It's time for bed. He's like, I gotta go.
12:30. That's when the party starts, man.
I love how the dad is like, be in the house in 2 hours, and the mom is like, I just want you to have a good time with your friends. That guy looks like Dennis Quaid.
That's it, man. Put that guy on a poster.
I wonder if they had any intentions to ever bring back Heather Langenkamp for a sequel, or if they knew they wanted to go like in a different direction. You know.
Mm-hmm. That's such a fuckboy response. It's like, I'm sorry, honey, I can't do anything for you. I got to figure out my own self.
She really is a good person. She's trying.
Bro, her destiny gonna be fucked.
There it be. What was that kiss?
I know, right?
Mwah.
Well, I mean, this man is like deprived of sleep, so I wouldn't be surprised if he had like double vision right now.
Yeah.
Supposedly. I love how Freddy is low-key living vicariously this. He's
I
like,
know, right? Freddy is like, oh. Inside
oh,
him,
yeah,
that
he's like,
sound. Wait. Watch. Right? It's so high school, man.
bro, what the fuck? You think they went straight to bed after that? The window was open too.
And the tops
Oh,
come
wow.
off, the beer comes out. Everybody starts jumping and splashing and eating. It's oh,
I ain't got no
please.
liability insurance.
Bro,
What
we
the
all know
fuck?
you're not about to get rest. Let's be honest.
This is very Revenge of the Nerds. Yeah, Freddy's very happy right now.
I know, right? Freddy's making that sound he made it when he got hit with a sledgehammer. Oh. Oh.
Yep. I fucking called it. Bro, Freddy's trying to help you out, dog. I'm just saying, women love that shit. Just saying.
It's what if it was like, dude, what would have been really cool is they would have done like the Venom thing where like Freddy can talk to him. He'd have been like,
Yeah.
wait, what are you doing? Where are you going? No, get back down there. What are you
Bro,
doing? No, stop.
so
Go,
sorry.
go, go.
This shit just boggles my mind. This
So
really does.
that's
This really
another.
does feel like a coming out of the closet undertone
I
story.
know, but that's the thing. He just left Lisa in the cabana to go run to Grady.
Yeah. I mean, am I reading things wrong? Like,
No,
please
you're
let
not
me
at
know.
all.
Like,
It's there, and I mean, horror fans know that it's there. Like, watch the Never Sleep Again documentary. It's there. and it's very apparent.
What if it wasn't me? Say. It started happening again. Say. Where's that from?
I don't remember.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. And Grady's a good guy. Like Grady, like he doesn't
Say.
want to be popular. He doesn't want to go to the party. Did you hear him?
see that?
Yeah.
I just want you.
Touch me, baby. Drive me crazy. Touch me. Ow! All night long. By never mind.
Bro, but really though. Bro, the way he lay down and stared was like,
yeah.
Eat me now. Dude, look at that. The fuck? I fucking hate this movie.
I love it, man. I think it's great. It's listen. I don't know if I believe that they didn't. I don't know if I believe that they didn't know they were doing this at the time. Like I feel like it'd be hard to write this kind of dialogue and to film these types of scenes and to see Freddy massaging his face and like, you know what I mean? I don't. I find it hard to believe that nobody knew that this was happening.
I think the writer was trying to say he's coming out. That's what I'm trying to think.
I don't think that. I mean, it was like he said it, Never Sleep Again. He said like, you know, he would have never admitted it at the time, but it was a little bit about people not being comfortable with coming out. You know what I mean? Like that wasn't.
So yes, watch this movie and understand your struggles, but also watch a grown man get sliced and whipped in the ass by an invisible towel.
I don't know. It's interesting. And it really does work. Like it really works and it adds a pretty cool layer to this movie. You know, I don't think anybody meant anything disrespectful by it at all. You know, I think it worked. It's one of those instances where the commentary really worked. He really does have good friends. I think Grady's a good friend. I think Lisa's a good friend. I think they're trying to help him.
Bro, who the fuck sleeps like that? You notice how he has the same contraption for his light than he does with like his mirror?
Bro, this is probably the scariest sequence in the movie. This is where we get the full. This is like the werewolf trans. This is like the transformation scene. Yeah, it's amazing, man. It's a really great scene. It looks great. Oh.
See, this is like a werewolf coming out, like demonic.
Yeah.
Like,
it's like a werewolf thing.
It's like trying to be everything right now, dog.
And that's the other thing. Freddy is coming out of him. Like he's literally like it's. I don't know, man.
This is him freely expressing himself. This is his final like coming out.
The makeup looks good. The prosthetics and stuff look really good.
Oh, that's weird.
It's great, man.
Bro, I'd be out that window. I'd pull a Laurie Strode and jump out that fucking window.
There we go, man. Woo!
Damn. That was prosthetics, I know, but that was pretty dope. Good. So is Jesse dead?
No.
Bro, how?
Dude, watch this. I love the way he puts on the hat when he picks his hat up. Like the eyes are sunken in. It's so good. The makeup is perfect. When he grabs his hat, it's so perfect.
Oh, we finally see Freddy, I guess, like in full view.
Right? And he just gives it that little like, whoo.
Like Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah,
That's
like
so
it's
fucking
like he's
great.
got like snappiness to him, you know?
Oh, he big dead.
That's a killer scene, man. It's one of the better Freddy scenes. I feel bad for Jesse. You know what I mean? In a way, this is worse than what happened to Nancy and her friends. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah. This man's possessed by Freddy.
Honestly, it's a pretty chill high school party.
Bro, what the fuck? Bro, that bitches be smacking lips with one another. Just in the pool. Every single one of them. Unrealistic. You know why? Because there's got to be that one awkward guy in the pool just sitting by himself drinking a beer.
That's fine. I don't
Unrealistic.
listen. I don't mind being that guy.
He said fucked wrong. I think he said he. I don't think he meant killed Schneider either.
Interesting choice of words there.
I know, right? Oh yeah, he definitely took in Snyder.
To be fair, the dude is covered in blood and standing in your house. I like try to at least understand what he's saying. That something is very wrong.
Yeah, like I think at this point, metaphors are kind of out the window right now.
Yeah. This is one of the coolest climax scenes ever. It's definitely one of the best sequences of the entire franchise, in my opinion. I think it's great. And notice even the lights are red and green.
Oh yeah.
It's one of those few times though where it's like,
Wait, is Freddy free now?
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's one of the few times where it's like he's affecting the real world. He's not just affecting what's happening in Dreamland. Like this is the real world. This is actually happening, you know?
Yeah, Rocky. I can't. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Bro, they really weren't going to finish that bourbon.
Right? That's a waste. Well, I mean, when you live in that, $10 million budget, yeah. I mean, I guess you
That's
can
fair.
risk wasting whiskey. Oh, she gonna die, ain't she? She gonna die hard.
I don't know if it was intentional, but it even almost sounded like Freddy's voice and his voice when he said no. Like it
It
sounded like a
did.
cross between their voices, right?
It did.
This is cool too.
Wait, is she hurt? It really, it really is like a werewolf thing.
Yeah, it is. Except Freddy just takes him whenever he wants. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That
Even
was
the
the
way he
shittiest way to
moves.
open the door, dog.
The way he moves and stuff is really good in this, you know? And it's weird, like the bite.
You notice how this isn't like it's not Freddy's glove anymore.
Yeah, I know. I didn't like that. I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah.
It doesn't look as cool.
Okay, what was the reason for that? You know what? I could do it too. I thought she was gonna start throwing glasses.
I hate this part though. Oh, that's so stupid. I never liked that. I
I
guess if
mean,
you look at it like he's toying with her. That's the weakest stabbing I've ever seen in my life, by the way. She put that blade like maybe a quarter of an inch in his chest.
yeah. They
Like
really did nothing.
maybe. Oh, shut up. Shut up. It's so dumb.
Those hands are so fucking gross.
Yeah, he looks gross in this, man. Like they nailed the look. It's the best look. He looks burned. It looks like severe burns, you know? Bro, wait for it though.
What the fuck?
I know, right? It's so great.
He's just like,
It's really the only Freddy massacre scene we ever get.
oh, I know he's gonna fuck everybody up in here.
You know what I mean? Like we never really get to see Freddy just go ham on people, and this is like we get it. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm. This is like the bus scene. Their
yeah,
version of
yeah.
the
This
bus
is
scene.
Freddy's bus scene, or this is like his like how like firefighter moment from Halloween Kills. You know, this is his massacre.
Yeah. I mean, are they seeing Freddy or are they just
They're seeing Freddy.
seeing?
I
Okay.
always look at it as they're seeing Freddy, but I mean I don't know.
Welcome
See,
to
I
prime
take it
time,
as they're
bitch.
seeing Freddy because we keep seeing Freddy. That's the worst death in the movie. Oh, he got it bad.
That's always like the scariest thing.
What?
Dying from like a stampede of herd.
Yeah. And then there's this dude. I'm going to take control of the situation. Freddy's like, are you really talking to me?
See, that's what confused me. For a second there, I thought like they could see Jesse, but then because the way he's but then they're like confusing with me on the whole thing. Like, why would you say it to someone like that? Why would you say I could help you to someone like Freddy? Unless they're seeing Jesse.
That is such a dope line. You are all my children now.
Look at this guy. Wow. And you only had one shot racked in?
That's a scary shot of Freddy, man.
I like it.
Don't you think he looks better in this movie?
Yeah, he looks more menacing. He looks like a fucking demon in this, which I guess makes sense.
Yeah, this is kind of dumb.
Is this the other actor?
I don't know. That made no sense, though. Also, you're really just gonna let your daughter run away after that? Seriously?
See, that's why I'm slightly confused, because it's like, are they seeing Jesse or Freddy?
Yeah, I really think they're seeing Freddy.
I don't think so, because the way the old boy was trying to like, hey, I can help you. Like, it sounds like he's seeing Jesse, but he didn't like call him by his name. And again, if I saw a man burnt like that, I wouldn't think he's human. I wouldn't be like, I can help you. Like, no.
Let me help you. Now, this is where, I don't know, for me, the movie kind of, it lulls a little bit. Like, it's not, I feel like the climax for me was the pool party massacre.
Oh, is she infected with Freddy? Yeah, is she going to become Freddy? Is that how that fucking works? Is this another werewolf trope?
This is the start of the zombie apocalypse, but all the zombies are actually just Freddy's. Like, that looks dumb. A lot of people like that. I think it's stupid. I mean, you could argue that it's weird and dreamlike, but like, I don't know. That's stupid to me. It doesn't. If it looked better, maybe it would be scarier. But it just looks like. Like, I feel like we could have done this at her house. Like, I don't know. I don't really think we needed to go to the boiler room to and that's honestly, that's one thing that I'm kind of glad the other, like, as wild and crazy as the other Elm Street sequels got, I'm glad that they had the balls to like have a climax like somewhere other than the boiler room. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I don't know. To be fair, the first one didn't. I mean, she had to go get him out of the boiler room. You know what I mean? Like when Nancy like tackled him out, she took him out of there. But I don't know.
I'm sure like back then, like the whole like rules like thing that we all love doesn't exist, or like people didn't really care about like the rules. They just loved another slasher back then. But like now, like knowing like the real premise of like Freddy, like this movie just seems a little off-putting to me.
Yeah,
because I'm having trouble following. Like I know I have to like remove myself from the rules in this.
Yeah, I think people want continuity more than they did then. You know what I mean? Like, I think it mattered. And that's not to say that they didn't care about that always freaked me out. Like, that's not to say that they didn't, like, people in the 80s couldn't handle like complex storytelling. That's not what I mean. But I don't know. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I think it mattered more, or I think it matters more now to have like context, like especially living in the world of Marvel. And like, that's why the DC thing bothers us so much, because like the continuity is just, it's dicked, you know?
Yeah.
And this,
it's
and
dick.
we're actually going to get like at the very, very end. I actually want to kind of pose a question before we end this watch. But we'll get there in a minute.
See, I feel like Freddy Krueger has control over reality right now. You understand that?
Yes, he does. And she's like, she's not dreaming. Like, this isn't a dream. Like, this
Yeah,
is real. You know?
exactly. It's like Freddy has absolute control over the reality right now. It's almost like this is kind of what you'd want like Wanda to do if like she went buck shit wild.
Yeah. That was kind of cool, where she thought she was falling, but then it
Falling.
was like that's a weird dream thing that you would, that I could see
Again,
happening.
like is she sleepwalking? No, like this is real. And Freddy is like controlling the reality around.
Yeah.
That's a really cool like homage to the first one.
I don't like it without the glove. I really don't. I never did.
Yeah.
And see, like, he grabs and like, he didn't do all that stuff before.
Wasn't it all five that had things?
No, it's 4. His thumb doesn't have it.
Oh, this is like puncture wounds where he got stabbed by Lisa.
I don't know. It's one of the dumber ways that they've killed Freddy in a movie. And part of me is like, it's a shame that the makeup didn't look this good in the rest of the sequels. But part of the reason is because Robert Englund hated the makeup. Like, famously, he couldn't stand being in all the makeup and the prosthetics. So I think part of the reason, like even for Freddy versus Jason, like the only reason he agreed to do Freddy versus Jason is if they figured out a way to like not do as much makeup.
I about said he looked good in Freddy vs. Jason.
I know he did. I thought he looked pretty good then too.
I mean, yeah, because you kind of did stab him.
Right.
Oh my god, if you kiss this fucking meatloaf.
It's gross. Oh, it's
Oh
gross.
my god.
It's gross. Oh, gross.
Robert Englund's probably like, yes.
She's not crying because she's sad that she's losing Jesse. She's crying because she just literally kissed a corpse.
Pretty much. The kiss of death. What is the boiler room going to blow up now?
Well, we know Freddy and fire doesn't mix. He kind of sounds like Schwarzenegger, I'm not gonna lie. Get to the job. I started in Kindergarten Cop. Bro, his head went dong.
Ooh. Is that Jesse now? Like, who set the place ablaze?
I don't know. It really doesn't make sense. That's the only bad thing about, like, changing the rules to switch things up is one thing, but changing the rules with that, like, it doesn't really explain it. You know what I mean? It does a
Yeah.
bad job of like it doesn't.
Oh my
It
god,
doesn't.
does he like come out of this crustacean and
It
he's
doesn't
back to
quite.
being Jesse? Oh my god.
I hate that
Bro,
you
what
could
the
just
fuck is
predict it.
this? Suicide Squad?
And it's Jesse.
What the Limp Biscuit shit is this? What?
The Limp Biscuit shit.
What? Is this coming out of his shell moment thing?
He's like ripping.
Is that what the metaphor is?
And listen, and look, this isn't even my take. This is coming from David Chaskin, who is the guy who wrote it. And, again, coming to terms with your sexuality, he even said in Never Sleep Again, which is the Elm Street documentary, like, at the end of the film, he ultimately finds love with Lisa, and suddenly he's saved. You know what I mean? He finds.
Shut the fuck up. You mean this is like conversion therapy?
I don't know. It's weird, dude.
Oh my
it's
god!
so weird.
Get
I don't think
the
it's
fuck
conversion
out of
therapy.
my face with this shit.
It's so laced with commentary. You know what I mean? Like just the subtext. And honestly, I would even almost be willing to say it's not subtext. I would be willing to say it's more than that in this movie. Also, he wasn't investigated for any of that.
I don't know what to say. They're just gonna like pass the fact that old boy was gutted alive and all these other boys were just like, I feel like the next day of school would be kind of awkward.
Yeah.
What? This is dream, automatic dream.
How do you know that?
Because who the fuck says that was a great party after seeing all that? 100% a dream. Yep. Yep, this is a dream.
It's not Robert Englund, though.
I mean, yeah, you're right. Is that Chris Farley?
Sure.
See?
Now, here's the question. The ultimate question is, this is how Freddy's Revenge ends. Okay? Now, if you think about the beginning of the movie, and if you think about how it ends, there was what am I saying? If you ever see a dream walking. Mike from We Watched a Movie, actually, I got to credit him with this theory or this thought. But the question I want to pose to you guys is, listen, so the way the movie begins and ends with the bus scene, and it begins and ends with the dream, we were talking about the continuity of it a few minutes ago. Like, you can almost think that this movie, in a weird way, didn't even happen. Like, you could almost see this as like a standalone thing. Like, even like disregard the rule change. Like, you could almost like, what if the ending of this movie was really the beginning of what happened to Jesse? This is him dreaming. That was all his dream. Like, all the events of Freddy's 2 was Jesse's dream, and this is the beginning of what's actually happening. That, like, if you look at it that way, you could disregard this entire movie. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I like that, because I do like this movie. It's definitely like, I mean, it honestly, if I had to, we will rank these at some point. We'll rank this franchise. If I had to rank the sequels, though, like not including the remake and New Nightmare, like they pretty much go in the same order. There might be one or two that are switched around. 2 and 3 are kind of interchangeable. But I honestly think I like 2 a little bit better. Like, you know what I mean? Miguel's got a real weird look on his face right now. So kind of tell us your thoughts before we get out of here.
Bro, this movie's whack.
It was whack. It's good, though. It's a good movie.
I mean,
The look on your face says otherwise.
I don't know, dude. This movie just whack. It just whack. When the way you kept like beefing up this movie, I was kind of like the bar was kind of like. I know we said leave expectations at the door, but you know you set the bar pretty high.
I think it's good, man. I think it's a good sequel. I mean, it's
wild and out. I'll say that.
What do you mean? Explain.
It's just wild and out. I don't know what to fucking tell you. It's just wild and out.
Let's see what this has on Rotten Tomatoes. Not that Rotten Tomatoes matters. Just I'm just curious to see what it has. Rotten Tomatoes, Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge has a 41% on the tomato meter, 33% audience score, which is kind of strange. The audience score is actually smaller. They're lower than the tomato meter score. Certified rotten. Critics' consensus is an intriguing subtext of repressed sexuality gives Freddy's Revenge some texture, but the nightmare loses its edge in a sequel that lacks convincing performances or memorable scares. I wouldn't even say I don't agree with the convincing performances and memorable scares. I think the performances were all good. I think Freddy's scary in this movie. Like he really is. I think where this movie does lack is in the continuity and in the rules part of this. You know what I mean? Like the rules are weird. It does some weird things with like what Wes Craven originally had in mind for this franchise and for this story. But again, I mean, let us know what you guys think. I think this is definitely one of my favorite sequels. So there it is. There's Freddy Revenge.
There it is, yeah.
So be sure to join us for this episode of Purely and Simply Evil as well, where we will take a deep dive. We'll go even further. This is the commentary. What we like about the commentaries is it gives us an opportunity to like, you can just hear our thoughts for like beat by beat of the movie, you know, like watching with us. And Purely and Simply Evil, we'll talk a lot more about the production and the behind the scenes and kind of how it came to be. We'll kind of dive into the subtext a little bit more and all of that stuff. Plus, we get to talk about it live with you guys on the show, which is always awesome. So new episodes of our shows premiere every single Tuesday and Saturday at 8 p.m. and 10 a.m. Eastern. Please find us on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at We Talk the Movies. Let us know your thoughts. What do you think of Freddy's Revenge? Please let us know, and we will be back soon with Elm Street 3. Again, in season 2, we are talking all of the Nightmare on Elm Street films, excluding the remake, which we're going to save for another season where we check out all of those 2000s horror remakes. So, without further ado, guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us. Be sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at We Talk the Movies so you can keep up with all of our updates. Guys, you are the best, and we will talk to you soon. Peace.
Take care.